Entrepreneurship 101 is a series of interviews with ALVIN Young, a mastermind behind the I.M.Possible Mastery Program. ALVIN is a social entrepreneur, a personal development coach, and a network marketing leader and trainer for over 20 years. In this interview series, we shall invite ALVIN to share his insights and experience on starting a business and thriving in it. In this episode, ALVIN explains the fifth of the 7 essential skills of an entrepreneur: financials.
Let's talk about money today. Do you love money? I do. I love money. I love plenty of it. I love money for the values that I can create with it, and I love money for the dreams that I can manifest with it. So which do you think should come first? When you have enough money, then you figure out what values you aspire to have and what dreams you wish to live out. Or the other way around, be clear about the values that you aspire to create and your dreams, then money get magnetized into your life. If you have watched my earlier video, you will know that I'm the begin with the end in mind guy. The stronger your vision and purpose, the stronger your will to take actions, and the higher will be the chance for you to attract the resources for manifestation. And money is one of these resources, as well as an outcome itself. Is starting a business all about making money and earning millions? I'm not surprised that it could be the primary objective for many entrepreneurs. But in my humble view, that would be too narrow a focus and too small a definition for what a business ought to be. Now, the best definition of business that I've come across was given by Mr. Tim Sales. I attended a University of Illinois certificated program in network marketing led by Tim in 2005. He told the class that he knows of only one kind of business in the whole wide world, and that is to make someone else's life better. And that has since been my own definition of what a business should be. If your business exists for the purpose of making someone else's life better, then I believe the fundamental already stacked in your favor to succeed. There are many factors that will determine how well you would do financially as an entrepreneur. I would like to discuss 3 important factors in this video. 1. Profitability in the blue ocean. 2. Watch your cash flow. And 3. Understand the mechanics of wealth. Let's start with the first one, profitability in the blue ocean. Now, in this book, Blue Ocean Strategy, it describes blue ocean as a new market space with no or little competition. If your business is in the blue ocean, you have the potential for higher profitability and growth opportunity. On the other hand, a red ocean is where there is intense competition, cutthroat rivalry that turn the ocean bloody red. As an entrepreneur, you will want to swim in the blue ocean and steer clear of the red ocean. A business is like an orchestra. In an orchestra, the individual musician, the musical instruments, the concert hall, the sound system, they all come together as a collective whole to create music at a much greater value than the sum of its individual parts. Likewise, in any business, we put together precious resources in the form of human, materials, machines, and technology and know-how to create values of a higher order compared to the sum of the cost of the individual parts. To the degree that the resultant value add will make people's life better will be the degree that people will be willing to pay a premium for it. In my opinion, all businesses, whether it is a for-profit business or a social business that is designed around a social cause, must be profitable. Because profitability implies value creation. It is simply untenable and outright wasteful for any business that utilizes precious resources to create negative value. Therefore, the most important concern for you as an entrepreneur should not be how much money you make, but rather how much value you create with the resources you have. If you have smarter people, better know-how, more efficient processes, higher quality materials, clever cost management, and innovative add-on services, resulting in products that are perceived to have superior values in the marketplace. You can command a higher price. Competition will of course set in eventually, no matter how new or unique your idea is. Your competitor will do their best to innovate their product offering, improve their cost efficiency and productivity, and outperform you on the equation of revenue minus cost equal profit. It is a constant race to do better, to outclass one another in the pursuit of higher value creations. Well, overall, this is a positive trait and direction for human, because we all have the spirit of becoming better, becoming more over time. However, competition can also degenerate in a destructive way. Instead of pursuing higher value creations, competitors can instead choose to undercut one another and enter the price war zone. Profits get slashed. Those businesses that find themselves in zero profit or worse, in lost territory, will become the casualties of the red ocean. Let me share with you a story. I was a co-founder of pottery studio called claystreet.com. Now we are in the pottery studio right now. The traditional business of a pottery studio is running pottery classes. Now in 2005, I pioneered using pottery for corporate team bonding program. Corporate participants working in teams co-create clay mugs and clay artworks that express their corporate core values. It was a blue ocean strategy. I created a new category in the marketplace where I was the only player. As the first mover in the marketplace, it was a fresh idea that delivered superior values. We enjoyed many profitable years of success. Then, like every new idea in the marketplace, competitor copied the idea, price undercutting got worse, and it was time to either further improve the offering and, if not possible, to exit and move on to innovate another blue ocean idea. Is your business swimming in the blue or the red ocean now? If you are in the blue ocean and enjoying good profitability, it is important to invest time and resources to develop the next blue ocean ideas to ensure that you stay in the blue ocean. If you are fighting hard in the red ocean, all the more the urgency to innovate, to differentiate your products and services, or be bold enough to transform your business fundamentally or change to a blue ocean business altogether. Let's discuss the second factor for today, and that is watch your cash flow. Statistics show that 82% of businesses failed because of cash flow problems. I've come across many seemingly profitable businesses that folded due to cash flow, not due to lack in demand. In fact, the irony is that some of these businesses failed precisely because they took in too big an order but unable to handle the cash flow. You see, profits don't equal to cash flow. This means that even though your business is in the blue ocean, your product is in great demand, and you have booked $1 million in revenue, that doesn't mean you have a profitable, sustainable, and forever successful business. Cash flow means cash that comes in and goes out of a business every single day, every single week, and every single month. Just because you book $1 million in revenue, it doesn't mean you have made $1 million. On the Excel spreadsheet, it might appear that way, but you might find that half of your customer pay a few days late, another 20% pay a month late, another 10% pay 2 months late, and some may even default entirely on their payment. Meanwhile, your bills are due. Employee payroll is due, rental, utilities, supplier, those payments are all due. At the end of the month, you realize that you haven't collected all the revenue you owed. When you don't have enough cash to pay all the bills, your business is in the red. Basically, when your expenses exceed your cash, you have a cash flow problem. And if you don't rein in quickly enough, the situation will blow up in your face and sink your business. There are 3 key areas to watch to avoid a cash flow problem. Number one, watch your cash going out, and that is your spending. And now there are certain expenses to keep the business operating, and this is the ongoing spending that you cannot avoid. Then there are expenses that buy you future capabilities. In other words, capabilities that will not yield an immediate return. While you prepare your business for the next growth stage, you must be mindful whether you have enough cash to sustain the development until it starts bringing in revenue. And then again, there are expenses that buy you the good to have but unnecessary items like branded office furniture. Regardless of how big or small your business is, you must be aware of what and where you are spending your cash on. Number two, watch your cash coming in, and that is your revenue. When you sell more or when you book a high value order, it doesn't mean you will have the revenue in the form of spendable cash in your bank account immediately. In fact, depending on the nature of business, inking a high value order may mean you will have to commit a sizable amount of cash upfront to get your supply, fund the production, while the revenue from the client may come in only months later. It is a question of timeliness and whether the business has enough cash to stay afloat till it gets paid. It's not uncommon for a small business that takes on a big project to end up failing due to cash flow problem. Therefore, you must pay attention on timely revenue collections and the credit worthiness of your clients. Number three, cash flow projections. And this is all about careful planning and forecasting. Every business wants to grow fast, but growth needs cash. And cash is like the oxygen that fuels your running. If you run too fast till you're out of breath, you drop dead. Therefore, your planning must consider near-term startup phase till the long-term growth and development phase. Make sure you start up your business with sufficient capital and forecast at what stage of development to bring in extra cash for expansion, either from debt or equity financing. As the saying goes, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Finally, let's discuss the factor number three. Understand the mechanics of wealth creation. Now, while a good business must mean profitability and therefore wealth creation for you as an entrepreneur and for the various stakeholders of your business, you should carefully consider the mechanics of wealth creation. Ask yourself, is there the element of leverage that you have designed into your business that will enable a multiplier effect to either do more with less effort or to do more in less time? Let me illustrate with one of the businesses that I founded. Essentially, Meridian is a wellness education business that offers easy-to-learn TCM-based acupressure skills for preventive healthcare. I could have run the business as a solo entrepreneur, with only me conducting the workshop all by myself. In that case, I wouldn't have any form of leverage, and as such, my earning capacity will be limited to my ability and my time. That wouldn't be very smart, would it? Therefore, the smarter way is to incorporate leverage into the business design. In Essentially Meridian, I designed a Train the Trainer program. Every year, I will graduate 3 batches of trainers who can offer the same programs under my brand to hundreds of students of theirs. They charge the same fee as I do, but I earn a small percentage from their revenue. Now, with this element of leverage built into my business design, I will be able to add on more trainers every year on top of what I could do myself, and that enhances my wealth creation. Another important element is that of duplications. Does the business design allow for a franchising mechanism to grow your business in a systemic manner to enable an even bigger multiplier effect? In Essentially Meridian Business Design, besides me conducting the Train the Trainer program to increase the numbers of trainers, I've incorporated a business duplication element in it too. Think of it as a form of franchising, in which I will mentor franchisee partners to set up an entirely similar Essentially Meridian branch business in another city or another country, with the same know-how to run the Train the Trainers program and sell the same line of products and services. With the element of duplications, I will now be able to add on more business branches that will multiply the number of programs and multiply the number of trainers to exponentially enhance wealth creation. In my experience, I find it the best business model that incorporates both leverage and duplication is found in the network marketing business model that is also known as multi-level marketing. As an entrepreneur, you should review your business design often and see how you can incorporate these two elements of leverage and duplications to fine-tune the mechanics of wealth creation in your business design. If you can do more with less, you should. Right, entrepreneurs, keep sharpening yourself and power to you.
Thank you, Alvin, for your valuable insights. The interview with Alvin will continue next week, so do subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you won't miss any videos in the future.